Yo, it's your boy B News, live from Korea. Welcome to the podcast. We got a special guest, as you can see. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hello, all y'all. My name is Nina. I'm living in the Philippines now, but I lived in Korea for a good 12 years, back from 2016 to 2018-ish.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you remember how we met?
Yo, I can't remember at all. It's just like you showed up out of nowhere. We was just like clicking. But I think it might have been when I was working at Harlem.
There you go.
We just became an ultimate.
Yeah, right. It was at Harlem. That was the good times when they had Harlem and they had NB. You go right back and forth to both clubs.
Man, those were the days.
It ain't like that no more.
Twisted, just giving all that Pepe Lopez.
All right, so I want to say happy late birthday. Did you turn up for your birthday?
Man, I sent everybody home at 3:00. I went home early.
Oh no.
Time to go. We gotta go. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Hey, you better be ready. I'm gonna be there in like 2 weeks, so be ready to turn up.
Coming, cause I'm going to El Nido soon. When you coming?
I'm coming on the 10th of November. I'm gonna stay just for that weekend.
I'm flying out the 11th to Siargao.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be here on the 10th. And then 11th in the morning, I'm leaving to go to the island.
Oh my gosh.
Surfers.
You said of surfers. Okay, so I want to get into this because a lot of viewers want to know, how did you end up in Korea?
So what was that? I was living in Texas and I was getting my second degree in nursing. And I'm in the computer lab, just, playing on the computer. And there was a pop-up that was like, teach English in Korea. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I saw free food, free housing. And I was like, free food, done, I'm in. So I sent in my application and they called me the same night. And they're like, yo, can you come tomorrow? I didn't have a passport. So I was like, nah, I can't. So they're just like, so how soon can you get it? And I was like, expedited 2 weeks. And then maybe like 3 weeks later, I'm in Korea.
Just like that. Wow.
Just like.
So they got you over on the food. He's like, oh, free food?
I do questionable things for food.
Okay, so what made you decide to stay in Korea? Or what was different from living in the States and living in Korea?
I really planned on only going for 1 year, but once I got there, like I made a lot of good friends the first year. Like the teachers that worked at my school, we were all really close. We live in the same building. We all hung out. And I found, it was just comfortable. It was easy. Like life was more carefree and you can just, relax a little.
That's true.
Everybody's always stressed and they like angry or they got somewhere to go. But in Korea, we just like, yo, just chill.
We just living. Yep. I think it's funny because I think most people only think they're going to come for a year and they end up staying 2, 3, 4, 5.
10.
Yeah, 10 and up. It just happened because it's like you said, it's comfortable living. Yeah,
it's just too comfortable. So
yep. Okay, so you already answered that. So you working in Korea? You did teaching?
I started out teaching in preschool, and then I did. Well, it was at like a academy. So I did preschool for a couple of years, probably like 5 years in Incheon, and then I moved up to around Wijambu to Suyu, and I started working at a Christian academy. And then I did high school at a vocational school. And then I moved around. I was there for a long time.
Yeah, you was everywhere.
And then I went back to preschool to finish off.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think that's is that a hard profession in Korea?
I never wanted to be a teacher, like ever. I never thought about being a teacher. I was a juvenile detention counselor.
Oh, okay. But
compared to teaching kids in Korea, it's about the same. They're not that bad. They're definitely not that bad. No, I think it's really easy if you like kids. And if you're willing to put up with some random like BS.
Mhm.
Like it's an easy job. It's really fun, and you get weekends off, set hours,
You can't beat that, right? Weekends off, you can't beat that.
and
That's
vacation. Got a lot of time to travel. Like I love the job. I'd go back in a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn.
But moved to America, so I ain't doing that.
Yeah, yeah, we ain't trying to do that. We're not trying to do that. Oh, I wanna dive into this one. So we don't hear too many stories about dating in Korea as a female foreigner. We always hear about the guy stories, but how is it dating in Korea?
Man, so I never really had a problem like finding dudes.
Mhm.
It was just the dudes that I found were like crazy. like there was a couple like good ones in there, but I don't know. It seems like going across countries, dudes turn out to be the same every country. But it
Mm,
seems in Korea, the guys were a lot more like possessive and controlling, and they wanted you to do what they wanted you to do when they want you to do it. And
mm,
I'm not about that life. Like
yeah,
I do what I want.
right, right.
But the craziest dude that I ever dated was this dude that I met him at a bar. He was a bartender, and we was dating for a good like year and a half. And then one day he was like, Nina, can I have some of your blood? And I was like, what? It's a
What?
little weird. Yeah, he was like, no, give me some of your blood.
Whoa.
So I can take it and get muscles like a black dude. Yo, it's for real. And he was like, no, seriously, they make muscles so quickly. So if you just give me some of your blood, it'll make me. He was kind of dumb, but
Wow, that's okay. That's interesting.
yeah. And let's see. The last one that I dated, he was really cool. Like
Mhm.
we were together for about 5-6 months, but we ended up going different places. Like he moved back to the States and I moved to the Philippines. But
Okay.
had we stayed in the same place, we probably would have held it down for a while.
Okay. So hold on. Were these were all Koreans?
These are Koreans. I dated maybe a couple foreigners, but
Okay.
man, y'all foreigners, man,
What you mean, y'all for? Yeah.
y'all head be like this big, or
Eh,
some of the
Yeah,
dudes like
yeah.
when they come over to Korea and then they start getting like the attention from everybody just because they're a foreigner,
Mhm.
their head like blows up, and then they expect me to be like, oh, I love you. No, I don't.
Right,
You the same dude you were in America. Like
right.
I'm here like I'm so hot. No, I'm still just me. But you think that you didn't rose like 30 levels and you need to come back down.
That is true. You see that
So,
all the time, all the time. Like you need to bring that back down because you know in the States you wasn't doing it like that. So
right. And they
like
live in like the hottest shit around. Can I
right.
cuss in here?
Yeah, you good, you good, you good.
Okay.
You good, you good.
They just think that they like hot shit, but no. Go back to the States and get down to your level, boy.
Yep. Yep. I
Don't
just
try.
be laughing. It's funny. They go back to the States and be like, oh, I'm back to normal. Oh,
Yeah. And then they like, oh, I gotta get a flight out. Can't do
yeah,
this.
gotta get a flight out. So
Yo, no,
when's the last time you've been back to the States?
oh man. The last time I went back to the States was around maybe 2015.
Oh, so okay, 2015.
A long while. A long time.
Yeah, I took my trip last month, but the last time I was back was 2016. People don't know that flight is long. Like
Oh, right.
that's
And I'm flying to Omaha, so I gotta make like 30 transfers.
oh my gosh. Yeah,
So,
that
but I'm gonna go back probably at the beginning of next year. I gotta go
okay.
check my family. It's been a while.
Yeah. It's good to see family. It's good to see family.
They need to be graced with my presence.
Okay, I got one more question on the dating thing. Did you
Yeah.
ever think about like marrying a Korean, or it was just like dating?
Most of the time it was just dating because I had never had the mindset that I wanted to get married.
Okay.
it was just dating, and then it just kept going on longer and longer. And like one dude like said like he wanted to marry me, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, whatever. Like I never took it as anything serious.
Mm-hmm.
At
Poor guy, poor guy.
the time, we're still friends.
Oh,
So
okay.
most of the time I always was like, I'm gonna leave this year, and then I just never left. So
Yep.
it was never like for the long haul. And then when I went to meet somebody's parents, they're like, nah, you don't color. Sorry. You don't like that skin color. You're a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be rough sometimes. It'd be rough. People don't know.
Yeah. No, marriage it's still just not anything on my mind.
I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah. Nah. I'm so happy just living and doing what I want.
When you want.
Somebody. I don't want to tell anybody where I'm going, why I'm going, why I'm out until whenever I'm out to.
Yep. Yeah, I can't picture you married. I don't see it. I don't see someone trying to hold you to like control you. Nah.
Wrong man.
Good luck.
Yeah, he in for a life of misery.
So let's fast forward. At the beginning of the video, you said you're in the Philippines. How did you end up in the Philippines from Korea?
So your best friend, Jang-woo, this dude. Okay, so it started off before that. My boss was moving to America. Mm-hmm. So she was about to leave, and they were turning the school over to another lady, which I didn't really care to work for. But at the same time, Jang-woo had retired, and he was living in the Philippines. And he like, oh, come on over here and just hang out. And I visited a couple of times. I had a good time. He had me a little Filipino boyfriend, whatever.
Hey.
And so I'm like, all right, cool. At the end of this year, I'll just pack up and I'll move to the Philippines for a while. And so when I get here, he's like, I got to go back to Korea. I just signed on as a contractor. So this dude brought me all the way over there to tell me that he's going back.
Sounds like him, yeah.
So I'm there a good, 2 years before he finally comes and lives here.
Oh, wow.
The reason I came was because he convinced me, because he was here.
And then he did back. He told me, I got to go back. Hey.
Told me, just move. Sorry, Nina, I'm out. Peace.
So what is there to do in the Philippines besides partying? Because when I go there, all I do is drink, sleep.
There's work. No, there's a lot of travel, a lot of beaches, a lot of different places you can go to. The Filipino culture is so immense. So if you get out of the city, the city that we in is,
Yeah.
Step outside the city, there's so much to do. Like even in our town, there's water parks, there's bowling, movie theaters, go-kart racing, shooting range. But most of the people that come to visit, they're never awake during the daytime to see that.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Too busy in the streets.
Yeah. Or hungover, like, oh man, I gotta do it. I remember on my birthday when I came there, you had me out to like 5 a.m. I thought we going home. You like, oh no, we going to another club. I'm like, what you mean?
That wasn't me.
That was you. I remember I had to turn my phone off for one day and sit in the air condition. Y'all had me so hungover. I'm like, I can't mess with y'all. I can't.
We just transferred from from Korea to the Philippines.
True.
But it seems like we a little older now, so it hit us a little harder.
Yeah, it hit a little bit harder. Let me see. What else do I want to what do you think the difference is between Korea and Philippines, good or bad?
I think one main difference is, let's see. In the Philippines, the people are more welcoming. Like they really don't care like what race you are.
That's
or
true.
Or what sexuality you are. Like you can be whoever you want, and people are willing to accept you for that. And in Korea, they're straight. Like we like this. You can't be this. You can't do that. But general travel in Korea is better. Like the subway system, taxis, getting a ride, going from here to there. Most of the time, if they scam you, it's not going to be like this much.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like tiny little.
Right.
Here, it's a foreigner tax on everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they know it, we know it, and there's nothing you can do about it. So
it is what it is.
And what else? Even though the travel is easier in Korea, the places to travel are better in the Philippines. They have so many different kinds of beaches. Like you can go from white to pink to black sand in
wow.
a flight thing.
Wow.
So yeah.
I still got to see that white sand. Well, I was supposed to do it last time. I want to see that. Like
when you come here, you need to fly to Siargao with me, dude.
I'm there for a weekend.
Only like just the weekend, like 2 days.
I'm coming on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and flying out Monday.
Yo, man.
I'll be back though. I'll be back.
Next time you come, you got to hit the beach, and not Subic. That's not like the beach. That's an hour drive away. Nah, we don't do that. Okay,
because I was about to say Subic.
Nah, you got to get the hour flight. You can go to Boracay for 1 hour. It's an hour and 5 minutes.
Okay.
And round trip ticket maybe $60.
Actually, I got a shout out to Antoine. He hooked me up with the life insurance. He gave me a 7-day free vacation voucher to Boracay. So wow. I gotta do that next year.
Is that a 1+1? Can I be included on that deal?
Hey, yeah. You know, bring some friends.
I got you. You already know. I got you.
Gabby.
Me.
Let me see. What I had. What about like the job avenues in the Philippines? Because you know, like in Korea, you can teach. You got military. You got contractors, civilians.
For foreigners, I think there's a lot of job opportunities if you're looking to work the like call center, like BPO industry. Mm-hmm. There's jobs everywhere, but that's gonna put you in an office from either like 8 o'clock at night to like 3 in the morning. I don't know what, like night shifts. Most of the shifts are like overnight. And they work Friday nights because it's back to like American time or like a different country. Mm-hmm. So you'll get like Saturday and Sunday off. I think it's Saturday and Sunday. No. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday off or something like that. Nights. Okay. But you have to work Friday night. But right now I'm working as a marketing and events coordinator for an online casino distributor and contractor for them. So I work from home. I can work anywhere. I'm like, they need something, I do it, I'm on it. And it's just, you just gotta know the right people. There's jobs everywhere. If you want to work, you can work. Okay. Yeah. Like even in the bars, like I was working at a club before. I mean, I've done it before, but I wasn't looking for it. They were like, hey, you want this job? I'm like, yeah, money. Okay. I like money.
It's so crazy that you can come overseas and like you just said, you've done so many different jobs.
Yeah.
Just being overseas, it's crazy. You know?
Yeah. Even before I started working as a contractor with this company, I was a content creator for a cryptocurrency company. Wow. Like just random, like people just find me like, hey, you know how to write, you speak English, you want to do this? Okay, I can do that. So yeah, it's easy to, if you want a job, you can find it. If you don't, you won't. That's it.
True. What advice would you give someone and they're like, hey, Nina, I want to move overseas. What should I do? Where should I go? How do I go about this process? Do I just pack up and leave? Like, what do I do?
Is this advice for a female or for a male?
Let's do female.
For a female, if you're going to pack up and go, as long as you have some kind of net set up for you. Like when I moved to Korea, I didn't know anybody there, but I knew I would have housing. I knew like I would have people there. I would never move to another country without knowing anybody. So as long as you have at least 1 or 2 people that you know, if shit hits the fan, can protect you, do it. Like what's holding you back? Don't stay in one place, experience the world. Like,
right.
Oh, be free.
True.
Yo, y'all do it's safer for you guys to go and travel because just being a male is generally safer. Right. But if you a guy and you haven't traveled to at least one other country, what are you doing? Like
that's what I be trying to preach.
What are you doing?
Right.
Like even if you just go for like a day, take an easy trip just right across, go for a day, at least you experience something new.
Yep.
And most places, even if they say they're not safe, it just depends on the situations that you put yourself into.
Facts.
So,
Yeah,
yo,
because a lot of people say like Philippines ain't safe, and like I ain't never had a problem there.
I've walked from my house all the way from Walking Street. It's a good like 30-minute walk at 4 o'clock in the morning, and didn't look over my shoulder one time.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it for a couple of months, and then I started taking trikes because I got lazy. But but I've never had an issue with any, like, where I was in a situation where I was like, oh, I gotta watch out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only thing you gotta worry about mainly that I think about is like somebody like taking your phone or like pickpocketing you or something nothing like that's gonna hurt you physically.
Mm-hmm.
Something that'll put a dent in your pocket.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's just safe. What about let me see. What's your favorite dish to eat over there in the Philippines? You know me, I love them prawns.
Yo, those chili garlic.
Oh my gosh.
Those is bomb. Bomb. The only thing I don't like about those is that you gotta peel it all yourself. Like, they don't
your
take
fingers all yeah.
all nasty. But I really like, let's see, chicken adobo.
Okay.
Chicken adobo is good, or any kind of adobo. I eat adobo for days. What a caldereta, which is like a tomato sauce based food. It's pretty good. It's got like carrots and I think beef in it, beef or pork or something. That's pretty good. But yeah.
I had something at Subic Bay. It was like the soup was like sour. It was red. It had some kind of vegetable in it with some seafood.
It was red?
Yeah, the color of the soup was like kind of red a little bit.
Oh, no.
I don't know what it was, but when I went back to the hotel, that thing went through me. I was like, oh Lord, what's going on with my body? It was.
I don't know about no red soup and Filipino soup.
I was with Sneed. He know what they gave me because his wife told me that she's like, yeah, try this. This is good. It has seafood in it. That thing tore me up.
Oh no, I ain't tried no red soup unless it's like some Tom Yum or something from like a Thai restaurant. But the soups, they usually with like sinigang.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Sinigang is not supposed to be red. That's where you went wrong in the first place.
Okay.
It's like clear.
Okay, all right. When they let me eat it.
They put you on one because it ain't supposed to be red.
I remember that name. As soon as you said it, I'm like, that's the name. That's the name.
Nah, it's not red. Or maybe it is, and I just haven't tried that special kind.
Oh, maybe it was clear, but they had some red kind of vegetable or there was something in there. It was a fruit or vegetable. It was like red color.
No, I don't know.
She's like, nah.
I see a red vegetable in my sinigang, not to eat it.
My last question for you: where's another place you would like to visit in Asia?
Asia.
Is there a place you haven't been yet?
Where haven't I been? Taiwan.
Mm.
I want to go to Taiwan, and I want to go to Laos.
Okay.
Pretty much everywhere else, I've done a lot of Asia. Mm. Yeah, but yeah.
You have to. Everything's right here. You know why not?
Like before COVID, like I could fly out to anywhere for like $200, and it's 3 hours to here, there. So there was no reason for me to stay put.
Yep. You always be moving. You be on the go. You be.
Before COVID, I was never here more than 6 months at a time. Like you're trying to get that clearance. You gotta get an exit clearance when you go over 6 months. So 5 months. Okay. Time for me to go. It's not a hard process. It only takes like 10 minutes filling out forms and stuff, but I don't want to make the trip to the embassy. So, so yeah.
Oh, so you just fly out and then fly back. It's kind of like the Korea tourist visa thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can extend for like 3 years.
Oh.
I just didn't want to do the paperwork to leave. And plus I needed a reason to leave. That was my reason to go. I don't want to do exit.
That's a good read. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, so I want to say thank you for supporting and coming on the podcast. We definitely got to do a part 2, but we're gonna do some different topics.
You can get me, you, and Steve together and talk about our days at CJ9.
Oh yeah, CJ9. We got to do a CJ9. They don't know what that. They'll find out. We got to do that.
Yeah.
It's hard on the podcast. I'll be trying to get people on at the time schedule. It'd be different.
Yeah, you got me that hour.
Yeah.
There living my life, and you like, it's time.
It's time. Okay, so thank you. I want to wrap it up. You want to give anybody a shout out, or you got any like Instagram links, Facebook you want people to follow?
If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at Black_Kunoichi, BLACK_KUNOICHI. Or you can hit me up on Facebook. At Nina Sky. But if you add me as a friend, you better tell me who you are, because I don't accept. Instagram is free, Facebook is not.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right.